Brendan O'Regan was an extraordinary man. He was the greatest visionary and innovator for this entire region. He arrived here at Shannon in 1945 at a time really when Shannon was an airstrip and there was no industry, there was no tourism, no town, no free zone. He took on challenges, he defied conventional wisdom, he pushed out the boundaries. If he thought something was the right thing to do, he just went on and did it.
From Brendan O'Regan's example, you could take it that he'd show you that nothing was impossible and that you might fail, but he'd say, commence and try and keep trying, and eventually you'll be successful.
He was totally different from anybody else. He was a person of great ideas and great determination.
Brendan opened up the first duty-free shop and it took off like a house on fire. It took ages to get watches and perfumes in. Brendan got the message to them that, look, if they wanted to be part of the greatest revolution in retailing in the 20th century, they'd better get on board. It spread all over the world as one of the greatest inventions of selling of all times.
The first project identified at that time was to restore Bunratty Castle, and following that, the Poe Castle was restored. Following that, Doongura Castle was restored. The traditional Irish nights were started.
He felt that if people were happy visiting Ireland, standards of catering would have to improve. So in 1951 he opened the Shannon College of Hotel Management. Out of that, our hotel managers are in the top hotels all over the world in management. Brendan then felt there weren't enough of hotels in the country, and he prevailed on an American millionaire, Albert McCarthy, to build the Shannon Shamrock. He prevailed on Bernard McDonagh, who to come, and Bernard took over, bought Dromoland and upgraded Dromoland. He just did marvellous things.
The idea of the industrial estate was tested out. He got finance from the government to build 4 or 5 standard factory bays. He persuaded all of these companies to come in and establish in Shannon. Shannon Town, again, was very much part of the vision of Brendan's determination to make sure that the industrial estate was sustainable and would be successful. He was the main person in establishing Cooperation North. He opened up the channels for the politicians, and he started things off so the politicians could follow. So in terms of the peace, north-south, he had a major influence.
Today, there are thousands of people in jobs that would have originated back in what was started by Brendan O'Regan. It's a remarkable legacy for any one person. You say to yourself, could any one person achieve that? And the answer is yes. Brendan O'Regan did it. He is an example for all of us. He's an inspiration for all of us. It says that any one person can actually change the world around them. That's his legacy.
I'm sure there are some brilliant people throughout Ireland, but to me, he's the most important man I ever met and the most impressive man. And I would feel he did more for all this area than anybody else ever did.